crown of Blackpool! It's the final of the StanJames.com World Matchplay brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation. We are live on Sky Sports HD and Sky Sports 3D. Well, 32 players came, only 2 remain. Ladies and gentlemen, time to meet the finalists. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Den Haag in the Netherlands, he is the 5-time champion of the world. It's Raymond times a World Matchplay champion, 15 times champion of the world. It's Phil, the power Taylor.
Phil Taylor acting like he's on his holidays. It's been a holiday for him this tournament, 9 days, hasn't been challenged, but after 9 days it has come down to this. The 2 greatest players in world darts head-to-head for one of the sport's most prestigious prizes. Who will be champion? Your commentary team in 3D, Stuart Pike and Rod Studd, and in high definition here on HD1 and on Sky Sports 1, Dave Lanning and Sid Waddell.
Well, here we go. He's added an ingredient, Dave Lanning, to the cauldron. He came on there like Cotton Eye Joe on a hot night in Harlem.
And whether you are watching in 3D or HD, or even if you're one of the 30,000 still watching in black and white, we can guarantee you dart play of dramatic dimensions here as 2 great stars collide in Blackpool in the final of the Stan James World Matchplay.
First man awaiting is the winner. And in major finals,
First leg, Raymond to throw first.
For 1.
Game on.
He won the Grand Prix in 08 against Barney. Las Vegas 09. And the World Grand Prix in 09. Barney, of course, took the 07 World Championship in circumstances that even I would call exciting.
Yes, the last time Barneveld triumphed over Phil Taylor was in the UK Open finals on the 8th of June 2008. 11 subsequent meetings, Taylor has been the master. But this is a new, determined Van Barneveld.
.96.
This early session, Sid, we know is going to be critical. If Taylor can really hit the ground running, then Van Barneveld knows he has really got a battle on his hands.
Well, he's fortified for it. He's been at a Taiwan restaurant, sweet and sour pork, and a belly full of wonton and chili soup. Let's hope he doesn't throw any wonton darts.
105.
Well, I think we're going to see some one-ton upmanship here this evening.
Perla, perfect place. Perla, perfect place. 60% of the bed. First maximum. First leg.
Yes, and it's the 28th of the tournament for Phil Taylor. Now then, Barneveld. Another treble would have left him double top, but Taylor's on a bogey.
95.
That 180 has left him on a bogey, so Barneveld's still in a strong position here, Sid.
Is he ever? But he's normally so accurate. He pins down to a little one, like Jackie Pallow. Oh, sloppy dart, that should have been in the green bench.
He requires 65.
Critically important throw for Barneveld to get off the mark. What are the 25 got the ball now? Double 4 for One Love.
61.
Ness.
Phil, you require 105.
Handed. Coffee and biscuits on a plate. Treble 18s. Shot. He's slobby now.
57.
So now Barneveld, who will appreciate that he slightly escaped from the hook there. Taylor had a chance at 105, but now double 2. And Barneveld clicks in the double and gets the opening leg here.
Throw first. Game on.
Well, this was the man who in 84 matches in the Premier Dart League only lost 5. I'll repeat that, 5. The greatest dart player who ever tickled tungsten.
123.
They know it!
And you know, Sid, that Barneveld is 10,000 to 1 against winning this
45.
18-0. So if anyone's got that bet, the bet is still alive.
Well, she's come from York on Black Bess. A female Dick Turpin, seen it all. Who will do highway robbery on the hockey?
59.
Are you sure that was rhetorical? Yeah. For the last 7 months, Whitlock looked like a real contender. And James
97.
Wade should have been there or thereabouts, was. But it looks, in the last 9 days of darts, that Bonnie and Taylor are now the Skiller and Charybdis of darts.
100.
Rocks both.
Yes, the younger brigade have been rather disappointing this week, I think, Sid. The fact the two most impressive ones for me have been Co Stompy and Wayne Jones, as Barneveld looks for a 180.
140.
Taylor chance now then to get to a nice little 2-darter. Alan Evans shot now, lateral, lateral. Now there's the double eye if he likes it right, or an air shot.
140.
Air shot it is! Tiger Woods and co, watch this. You'd hit that pin a lot cleaner if you copied Taylor. Oh!
Barneveld
Brilliant!
keeping the pressure on there, Van Barneveld. He's down at a shot, and Taylor knows he really has got to hit this 79 with the throw.
Oh, it's in. Response to the challenge. Geordie water bubbles before boiling. And Mama, I'm telling you, as good as a Swiss cuckoo clock. This is going to be purely Bella.
So it's all square, and you mentioned one of the great players in the past there, Sid Alan Evans, and what people don't know is that Barneveld actually played many matches against Evans and Leighton Rees and John Lowe. He was telling me that he used to have his own competitions as a boy in the attic in his dad's home, used to do the draw and used to play all these players in his mind. He said the only thing he couldn't recreate was our commentary.
Which brings me to an 18-year-old little boy sitting in Holland watching Eric Bristow and John Lowe play darts. And he said, I will stop being a postman and go where Eric and John have gone before. Tungsten Dreams on your telly.
All square here, not giving much away. Taylor's tournament average 105 is what? 7 clear of Barneveld, and his checkout percentage 96. Is better as well, 51%.
And I wonder if horses that run the Derby look at other horses and know how good their fetlocks are and their hocks. He knows his man. He knows Barney is lean and mean
60.
And oozing self-confidence, but like Phil said, no sweat.
Barneveld is outscoring Taylor early on here, but we know how Taylor
59.
can ease himself into turbocharge.
Taylor looking to leave. A nice little 2-dot ahead with him. It's the 3-dot to leave now. Barney, just the lad. Oh!
99.
Should have left a better lead than that, Taylor.
Yes.
Just the lad, Barney, that planned this.
Taylor not at his most imperious, and Barneveld now treble 10 will be the target.
110.
And the pressure is on Taylor here. Going to have to work hard on this 142 with Barneveld on his favourite double, but Taylor is looking mean.
2 11s. What a shot! On the wire.
120.
Oh, lucky.
Raymond to require 36.
My word, they're setting a frenetic pace, double 18.
Game charge in the third leg. Raymond Barneveld. Fourth leg filled.
Now we used music.
Game on.
Crafty words. Infinite drama. Hysterical commentary in our build-up. And I, for one, think it's worth it. The game is living up to these two's fame.
Absolutely, Sid. And the cardboard comic book character cried are having a ball outside in Blackpool. 100. It's been a grey day, but in the Winter Gardens it's a hip hooray day.
Beautiful live, he gets to take it right. Oh, under stagger, so he's coming to the green bit. Treble. Brilliant!
37.
Ordinary blooming extrovert.
140.
Sid Riddell at Buckingham Palace. Now there's a thought to conjure with.
I like darling. Any chance of a cuppa? That's what Brissy said. Brissy did a ricket, turned his back on the Queen when he got the big in, you know.
140.
Oh, you don't turn around on a Queen, mate.
Well,
they're lovely stories from the old days. This is a lovely story from today.
105.
Yes.
Phil, you require 84.
Legends in the making before your eyes here. In the clearest vision you've ever seen it before. Now double 12. That's the target. That's the marker. And that
72.
is not a very good job.
You require 156.
Now then, Barneveld 156. It's a big crowd pleasing finish.
But he's got 7 of these to Taylor's 5 in the tournament. 100 plus has. Yeah, unlucky.
100.
Right then, to come to equability. Green bit.
In charge in a full flag.
Taylor.
Fifth leg Raymond.
Positive, confident finishing from Taylor, right in the middle of the target. But this has been a beautifully even matched opening session. Just what Barneveld had to do. Could not afford to let Taylor build up a head of steam.
Average is brilliant. Barney approaching 104, Taylor on 103. And going like a greedy gannet.
140.
Swooping on dolphins. What a match. What a brilliant match. Still a lie. Who it dipped. That's lovely. Split the difference, Sunshine. Ha ha! What a shot!
Yes. Even at this stage, this is an important leg to go into the break, and Barneveld anxious to hang on to his throw here to do the business in the opening set. He'll settle for that. So often we've seen Taylor disappearing over the horizon.
140.
Posted intent on Saturday, day one, with a 9-darter. Oh, he's going to hit the miss.
140.
And it's been a virtuoso performance thus far from this man, Raymond van Barneveld. Taylor fully extended. You can see that his eyes are narrowing. His concentration is ferocious. He's in trouble here. I don't think he can't get a finish, you know.
Well,
41.
Maggie would whip ferocious if he flung that, Dad. A lot of fans here for the elegant Dutchman. He won 60. Fat 16. Taylor not to a finish. Barney will return, Dave.
Yes, and Barneveld could just afford
54.
a little luxury of ease there, because Taylor's on 180, can't finish, of course. 170 is the highest checkout. So Raymond van Barneveld knows he will have 3 clean darts at double 16, and you just get more than a passing
100.
sensation that he's not going to need that
Ranger
many.
requires
16s it is, double 16 for the lead at the break.
Double 16. It's awkward. Surely has to come north or south. Oh, inch north. Red bit.
Game shot in the 5th place.
Raymond van Barneveld squeezes the shot in double 8. He's done his job in the opening session. He's held his throw. He leads 3-2 into our first break.
Sid Waddell and Dave Lanning giving it large here in Blackpool. And our final. Barneveld looks slim and trim. The power knows he's got a game. Barney went a 3-2 there with a lovely dart under the crystal chandelier. He hits the required spot and goes ahead vitally. I think the pundits, Harrington and Brissy, me and Dave Lanning would have been worried had Barney dropped 4-1 there, Dave.
Yes, and looking at the gilded arch ceilings here, this truly is an amazing setting. Who would have thought a lovely simple old pub game like darts would have such splendour in its setting?
Me.
Well now, Sid, you know, if Taylor with the darts here, if he holds his throw and breaks a throw, this is something that, a situation that
95.
Barneveld has got to defend against. Look at that. Whose sorrow now?
Oh, I wish I'd said that. Black of the hat, black hat. Who's that? Sorrow.
100.
Well, not much in the averages, just 1 point there with Taylor easing ahead. And they're both checking out around the 40% mark, 50% in fact for Barneveld.
Taylor, of course,
96.
set a new tournament record. 115 in the last few days. Breaking the 113.5 he did against Gary Mawson in 96. Always loved this
100.
stage, Gilla. Well, gizmos in the audience.
Yes.
Nothing gizmotic about the tungsten flinging. Perfect lie should be in. Anywhere you like, Philip. I'd go left.
100.
What a pass me and Phil Taylor would make. I would do the telling, he would do the flinging.
Laser surgery in their accuracy from both players.
140.
Taylor on 130 here.
130.
Here we go. The level. both got the business look in their eyes. 8-8. Grievous bodily doubling. Just swung leftward. That's his dodgy corner. He has hardly any flight on the dart. There will be blobs, but not many.
Well, now, if Barneveld could hit this 1-6-1 and win against the throw, that would do his confidence no harm at all now. Treble 17. Well, Phil Taylor's got to hit this 8-8 now, one suspects it.
Requires 16.
Good call, Dave. Vital. Oh, yesterday bounced one in half an inch off the line. Did it again! I don't believe me, Geordie! Again! What's his dart?
Well, it has to be said that we probably got a better angle of the shot from our camera than Barneveld could see of the double himself. It was almost an instinctive throw from Raymond van Barneveld.
Brilliant shot by Taylor, another brilliant shot by Taylor. This is jangling with the imaginative guts of two senior commentators. This is real. Proper darts, mate, proper darts. Sloppy shot that, should have been in the green.
Yes, that was just a little bit untidy from Van Barneveld, playing with the confidence of a man who's already assured of £55,000 for his week works, 50,000 at least for being runner-up here, and of course that 5,000 bonus for the 9-darter.
Correction, if Taylor gets one in this, Barney's fees halved on the 9-darter, and don't think Philip won't be trying for the monetary reason. Barney on fire, first 180, just when needed. Problem is on a bogey.
Well, it's inevitably has landed him on a bogey number, so if Taylor can hit back, well, he needs 140. And 140 will only leave 180, of course.
140.
So Barneveld knows he has 6 darts. It's really nip and tuck.
And there's the Harrington phrase. A nice layup. 70.
97.
Right then, Taylor will try to leave tops. Tricky to go lateral right. It's a nice understacker lie.
100.
Made a mess of it.
Requires
Hey, hey! They are in the house.
Barneveld on 66. Now double 18 loves it over here. Double 9 might not be quite as comfortable. Oh,
48.
The dart swung in the last inch.
Phil, you require 80.
The dart was swinging late. Might be nice at Lords, but not here. Flat 20. A vital dart this. Against the throw. There's a clear path to tops.
Oh yes. And that is the first break of throw for Philip Taylor. And as you rightly pointed out, see that dart. It's a very important one and might be a critical one even this early when we get to the final analysis.
Game on.
He's saying, I think,
Ladies and gentlemen, please do not whistle while the players are throwing.
that is very fair. Taylor saying someone was pointing out that that's not fair on his opponent. But I know what he's going to try and do now. He's going to try and do a 9-darter. It was done at a time like this against Mason in 02 when the match was pivoted.
And Philip Taylor in the lead for the first time in this final, and will certainly now assuredly go right for the jugular.
They know it too. Uncanny. He was trying to get a leg lead then on Mason. He's after the 9-darter here. I promise you. I promise you. Unlucky.
Sardonic smile just creased across Taylor's face momentarily. He was thinking of a 9-darter. As you rightly said, it was about this stage of his match against Chris Mason that he did it in 2002. Optimism abounds in the audience, and Barneveld certainly making quite a fist of this match, but now Taylor is beginning to unsheath his rapier and his cutlass and starting to swing some cutting blows.
I think he's trying pretty hard. No doubt at all about it. Top tungsten. He's shaking his head a little bit, Barney.
Oh, look at that, Sid. Those darts, both the darts for the treble 19, right on the wire. The millimetres that sort out the mugs from the men. Now then, chances for Taylor.
Treble 17 was required. 18's handy.
95.
13 darter set up. Barney needs to leave himself a little 3 darter and hope. And
100.
hope. Here we go then.
Who you require 32.
For the first big gap, green bit. Has to go an inch northwest. Red bit.
Game
So
shot.
that's a two-leg cushion for Phil Taylor. Already it's early in the match, but Raymond van Barneveld knows he can't afford to lose another leg here. Big leg early on for Barneveld.
140.
Handy stuff there. Well, Taylor's worked towards the 150 in the average year earlier this week, which is their record here.
100.
He had 4 115 averages at the UK Open in the last 2 years. And of course he had the 118 average as well at the UK Open. So
60.
And this has been a grinding performance from Taylor so far. And he's 2 up, but needs at least 100 here to stay in touch. Now then, the understacker said, not the easiest shot, is it? And that's why. Just took the deflection, taking it below the target.
100.
Still, Taylor can find a gap to the left-hand side. Absolute pinpoint accuracy.
well, yeah, he improved the Boffin's darts. We have a look at Taylor's shot next time. See the size of Barney flights? Well,
140.
they're 300% bigger than these. The Boffin says have tiny flights. He shaved them down. One reason is he can get this through, just like that. And there's still room, because there's hardly any flight.
140.
Well, they're matching blow for blow here, but critically, it is Barneveld with the darts. Needs to hold on to this leg. Now then, treble 17. Treble 20, went for the ball last time, went again this time. He's left himself double 17. Now Phil Taylor, this 161 would be a killer.
This would be a hit in the solar plexus for Barney. Oh, just off the wire. And look at that.
123.
Recovery.
Now then, will Barneveld go for this? Or go for 2 and 60s. He went for double 17. And again, the confidence is oozing out of Barneveld. Reduces the deficit, but he's still Taylor. That dart, so assured, so composed. But still Taylor throwing to extend his lead into the second break.
I'm exuding some expectation. They're living up to their reputation. What a standard! And that ninth order is hovering like talk of a plague. Then you see somebody who spots the ninth order is in the air,
Now then, once another treble, long way short, dropped. The drop short. Unlike Taylor, there are the averages. You can see he's edging ahead on average, and he's edging ahead in the scores.
Well, here's the measure. Barney trails in Taylor's tons. Trails the 140s.
140.
4 180s though. But the big factor is the pushing 106.5 average. Because we know he's got 10 in the tank. 115 is Taylor's potential, if not better.
And what's most important, as Taylor goes for 86, Barneveld hasn't allowed him to break clear. Even this start takes him into a 2-leg advantage. Barneveld will still be very much in touch, and he certainly is now, but unable to finish. Taylor knows he'll be back for 16, and Barneveld will be wishing he had kept closer order.
Needs the treble to be breathing down his neck. Gets the treble. Can't see Taylor missing
16.
this for 6-4. Middle of the bed. That's what's ominous for Barney. He's averaging 106, middle in the doubles, and this classic will continue to unfold.
Welcome back live to the 2010 World Matchplay Final. Well, Phil Taylor is beginning to squeeze this match like an anaconda around its prey. He leads by 2 as we move into the third session. There's Barneveld just under pressure for the first time in the match as Taylor now goes into our third session. But Barneveld has to throw, and he knows, Sid, he's got to hold on to it. And we have fans of all description here tonight.
Fans with fans. A lovely little eyes gimleted on the flock. Now what a flock we got here. Not many shepherds watching, but a chiaroscuro of incredible, enthusiastic people watching
100.
The 2 greats, the 2 best players in the world at the moment.
And suddenly each of these leagues is becoming imperative for Barneveld. You've got to have this one, Sid. If he loses this one and Taylor with the throw in the 12th,
100.
then the gap would become a yawning one.
That's Matty Taylor with the Blues Brothers look. I didn't realise they had fedoras in Stoke.
100.
What an atmosphere! The Taylor posse.
That's the second visit to the board where Barneveld has hit the treble with his third dart when it has been vitally important. And now it's important that Taylor hits the treble.
100.
That's a lovely cover shot in this lackluster leg.
134.
That breaks the hiatus. Oh, totally wrong, that was in baseball what they call a balloon pitch. Elias, bad stuff by Taylor.
167.
And now if Barneveld just keeps his finishing talents together, he should win this leg. It's that tight. Just one slack throw, which we saw there from
91.
Taylor, has given Barneveld a golden opportunity to narrow the gap.
This is a very, very great patch by Taylor. Sort of patch you see on a tramp's pants.
Oh, I don't think he can leave a shot wherever he goes here.
95.
Went up for treble 18.
Ready to
Barneveld
76.
in the comfort zone here.
Right, 160. Too high. Part 16. Top lipstick. Smacker on the
36.
wire. Now, just the lad to do it with Trey.
Oh, this would be a crippler if he can manage it, and he can't. Treble 17 would leave 16.
97. Ready to require
To
40.
pull back then to a one-leg deficit with a power on a 50. That's a bad shot. The lie's got to go right. Oh, went the dangerous corner. Magic.
12-leg field to
That is the dart
Game on.
which takes Barneveld back within a leg of Taylor. Taylor still the only one with a break of throw. Their checkout percentages are almost identical. 42 Barneveld, 43% Taylor.
140.
Michael Lavelle and his Kevin Webster, one of the biggest lovies who likes darts. Well, that cry
Thank you.
for Lavelle, I think, for the Muggers and Bonnie's approach, I'm sure.
We have a course, seen Michael Lavelle playing darts in the PDC in a Pro-Am event. Doing quite well too. Makes a change from the Rovers' return here.
Well, you'd expect anybody in the street to be able to chuck. Brilliant dart by Taylor. Should have been in, should have been lower. Should have been a quarter of an inch lower. That's a blocker dart. This will never go past.
Yes, and just...
Well, there you go.
Barneveld just seems a trifle unsettled there.
This is some shot as well.
The
best shot of the entire week.
Once again, Taylor reserving his party piece shooting. Remember that 1-3-2 finish he did here a couple of years back. 81 to go 7-5. Double 12. 2 darts for Taylor.
On fire!
And he needs one.
Oh! Yell it out! The bloke is on fire!
Once again, Barneveld knows, got to win this leg, can't afford to let Taylor get another leg clear.
Unfortunately, with this last dart there, Barney. It's not in, but it's a nifty lie. He hates it when he misses the minutest
59
opportunity, Taylor.
Oh, Barneveld well clear here in this leg and kicking on.
174.
Is he ever? Well, no longer with the release or the delivery to the hand.
140.
Hefty stuff, but it might be too late. Barney to leave. Single darter. 2 darter. There's his release.
60.
Opens the door.
Now that if Phil Taylor can hit a 180 here, suddenly this leg would be a different proposition.
Here he goes then.
128.
Taylor way back in the woods. Barney can pop back if he doesn't pop in. 60. Right, just in case.
92.
Lovely dart. Just in case, 180 required.
Yes, Van Barneveld leaving himself on one of his favourite doubles, and Taylor's a long way back. Not often you see Taylor this far back with an opponent on a double.
100. Raymond, you require 36.
Double 18, come on in. Oh, yeah. Sometimes becomes a bit of an adventure, yeah.
Yes, got to...
9.
Yes, he had to avoid going inside the wire. Taylor not looking at his most omnipotent, and that dart takes Van Barneveld back within 1 leg, and Taylor knows now he needs to hold his throw here to maintain momentum.
Don't know why he went there. Left-hand end of the bed was open on the red bit. Barney still chasing the game though. Again, the more curved ball attack on 60.
137.
Absolutely right in the centre of the target.
Oh!
Could
Middle of the 2.
140.
Didn't quite have the feather tickling entry on the barrel. That's a blocker. Brilliant dot. Forces a bigger angle, but he went down. Oh, gloves off now. I hate cliches, but I've got to use them sometimes.
And that was a signature shot from Barneveld. He seems to be able to switch his throw from 20s to 18s without any apparent change of eye line or intent.
Great point, Lanning. True analysis. Barney's 6'1.25". Taylor's only about 5 foot.
120. So we require 134.
Right. Oh, this would be amazing. The shot is on. 20 needed.
94.
Gotta get it, Raymond, baby.
Yes, this again is a colossal shot for Van Barneveld, 110. Still a chance, might go for 18s.
Just keep your eyes on Barney's face.
43. Feel you require 40.
He'll be sick as a plastic parrot if this goes in the lipstick.
Oh, again, composed finishing from Phil Taylor. And again, it sets up the situation, the equation that Barneveld can't afford to lose this leg with the throw.
100.
Living up to all expectations. Our final. After 9 days of terrific, tumultuous tungsten. Still alive, right of the middle marker.
140.
Brilliant last dart.
Tight leg at an important moment in the game, certainly for Van Barneveld. One he can't afford to lose. It's like he doesn't intend to.
140.
Underpinned this titanic contest. 101.5 plays 106.
100.
Taylor's been on a plateau though. Barney
Yes.
will be thankful.
And that mediocre score from Taylor might make a difference in this leg. Barneveld has the darts.
105.
Came for the ball. Still has left himself a finish which is well within his range, 156.
Well, Barney, take it from me, has been in some right rooks, yeah. Lost 16-14 to Lewis in 07. Lost 16-12 to Jenkins. 09.
105.
Has never got
Range
past
required
the
156.
quarter-finals before this year. Locked on 156. Has to get a treble, Gets the treble.
140.
Favourite now! Favourite now!
Gauntlet
To
is
make
down.
the deficit one!
56.
The gauntlet is down, Sid. Taylor's got to hit this 156. It's a big ask. Now the possibilities. Needs another treble 20.
Oh, me, Bresciano, Aaron, I thought it was going to be a cracker. It is. For 8-7 in favour of Taylor, the red bit.
Oh, again, such confident finishing from Barneveld. We had 15 legs, and there's still a wafer between these two great players as we go into the break. Something's got to give. Will it come next? In a moment or two. A final living up to its pre-match billing, 8-7 Taylor with just that one break of throw, and it has been one sensational final thus far. Well, we have all types and kinds in darts audiences. And there's certainly a better class of person these days, Sid.
Well, little black number. Obviously beginning delight on a first visit to Major Darts. And even me and Dave Lannan, veterans of 40-odd years together, commentating. Oh, shaking and trembling like novices in here. Because this is quality city, mate.
Well, now, once again, we have a fascinating equation with Taylor with the throw in this session. If he retains and holds his throw and takes another one off Barneveld, it could be a vital moment in this marvellous match.
Sensational, as I say up Montmartre.
99.
Benfica is the sea in Portugal. Connie Hoyen is the sea in the Tyne Pub Oosburn in Geordie land. Because we are Catholic, broad church.
It's
All countries, all players, all styles of dart.
And it's an indication that we're looking at Phil Taylor with an average of 105 and a 50% checkout success rate, and thinking he's not absolutely at his peak.
Come along the Muswell Hill when the snow is snowing for Tungsten Thrills. Get your tickets from Monday.
Well, the good times just keep rolling in big-time darts, don't they? And we're certainly having a real wing-ding in this final. Taylor isn't quite at his most majestic. And it's a very real chance for Barneveld. You get the feeling if this man Barneveld, and we know he has an extra gear, if he can produce a patch of the purest purple, he could give Phil Taylor
57.
a little bit of a tousing.
Not sure Towson's a bit strong for me for two Anglo-Sax, but I think vulnerability, just the word. Watch his attack on the double 8 and the double 16. That's where he's vulnerable. He's been pretty good up there, 106 average. It's cow corner down double 16, where Taylor sometimes goes adrift. Hey! Bob Marley says, and then we'll take it higher.
And that means now that Philip Taylor's got to hit this 105, or Barneveld could win his first leg against the throw.
What a match! What a match! Taylor, look at her wipe the green off Barney's chops with this start! Green bit! Oh! You darling devil! Devilry!
And that throw and that double might in the final analysis be the pivotal point of this final, because Taylor looked like he was staring down the barrel of the gun as Barneveld had left himself beautifully placed, but Taylor responded with a 105 checkout, and he's still 2 up.
Well, Eric Bristow lent him some, or gave him some 24-gram darts. And then he beat Lazarenko. And Bristow 6-1 in the world final. What did you start, Eric?
Well, you started something very, very special.
90.
And that's a very special third dart for Barneveld, saving the situation. There with the average is just 3 in it. And Taylor 2 up, tight, tense, and
96.
tangibly thrilling.
Philip looking to 18. Halfway there.
174.
The tungsten wrap. Hit the red bit. Hit the green. Hit him hard. Be real mean. Snoopy Dog, what else?
137. Raymond, you require 96.
96 then for Barneveld, double 18.
Polished
performance.
Taylor heading towards 107. Barney following 105. Magic tungsten!
So this marvellous final still remains balanced absolutely on a razor's edge.
85.
In the red bit again. 106.5 plus 104.5.
140.
This is magic.
Once again, spectacular sights in the crowd and spectacular sharpshooting on the stage.
100.
You can see there that Barneveld's still ahead on the tons and tons 40s, only on the 180s that Taylor is ahead. Beautifully balanced match.
Is it ever? Came to the PDC special Barry Earn press
100.
conference, February 06, and in the next 9.5 months did grievous bodily damage. winning the world final 7-6 against Taylor. That's what Barney did.
Well, Taylor needed that treble 19, but the simple equation is Barneveld has got to take a leg against the throw. Taylor still has that one break in his favour.
Oh, brilliant! Fabulous! Unless Dave Lanning, unless.
Well, he's under real pressure again, Phil Taylor. Now then. Oh, double 14. Now, what a shot this would be!
Double 14! Oh, he did it! 1-3-5! Sub-Daughters would throw their darts in, get a white flag, and start to wave it!
Well, what must Van Barneveld be thinking? Twice he thought he had Phil Taylor on the ropes in the 16th and the 18th leg. He was down at a finish. Taylor responded with a 105 checkout, then that beautifully balanced 135 checkout. And when he was on the rope, Taylor typically, characteristically, produced a knockout punch.
Middle of the bed! He is incandescent! What is the melting point of people's larynxes? Because I'm getting near.
And that's really has hurt Van Barneveld. Taylor now was thinking about a 9-darter, but in the heat of this battle, and we're right in the middle of the hottest part of the warfare, it is Taylor who just has reattained ascendancy.
David Lanning has just used the Shakespearean double superlative, and rightly so, because this is super Cali non-fragile ballistics. It's great.
58.
And suddenly Barneveld has a glimmer here. He had the throw here. Remember, can't afford to lose this. Needs a treble with some desperation. Well, got a treble, not the one he was looking for.
Phil, you require 164.
Just 1.5. Oh, we needed a little treble. Needed a little treble to get this going. But he'll be back because Barney can puncture his score.
100.
But he can't roll on it.
This has been an important, vitally important patch for Taylor. Two big finishes, and it looks like he's on line for another break of darts.
96. Phil, you require 64.
Did you mean break of hearts? Like Dutch? Flat 16 and the green bits. For 11-8.
Barneveld's got to get this 143 to stay hanging on to his shirt tails. 143. Treble 21st. Treble 17. Ooh, would have left double 16. And Barneveld knows that could be costly. Very, very costly.
Here we go then.
107. Phil, we require 16.
Power to have a 3-leg lead hits.
Game shot.
And that means it's a double break for Taylor. Barneveld can but reflect on what might have been, but this is an important phase of play for the phenomenal Phil Taylor.
Who averaged 115 earlier this week. A tournament record. But I can't really gauge, I've seen a few matches, if he's got that extra 10 pops in him.
140.
Don't think we're going to see an end average of 113 from Taylor. But you never know. Tony hanging on, the 103, plays 106.
100.
Again, needed the third dart to retrieve the situation, but Taylor is still open daylight on the scores. And the crowd just listen to that.
60.
Well, I'm assured that baby Custard's mum is amongst the choir.
125.
And Barneveld making a brave effort here. If he can just break back, he will retain hope. There will be optimism still, but Taylor is in a mean mood. A mean mood.
Now that's one of the great shots of this tournament. In the right-hand corner, Barney replying in kind. Oh! Le jeu est sûr! As they say in the Marseille Super League.
Treble 17 would leave the ball.
For a four-leg cushion pull.
Again, Barneveld knows, got to hit this 1-3-6. 2 treble 20s and double 8. That's the first part of the equation. That's the second part. Double 8, big dart.
Already! Already! Barney did it! He pulled back, and the score is 11-9. You'd be daft to miss a mad second of this stuff, folks. Here in Blackpool, we got a belter between Taylor and his arch rival Van Barneveld. Barney just pulled that back to 11-9. It's supposed to go first to 18, but don't get your hot water bottle out yet, because Taylor is in pugnacious mood. Averaging 106 to Barney's 104. Barney, remember, never got past the quarters here. He's in the final, but the man's face shows he knows what he's up against. The fans, 2 Barney cornstalks in a blitzed field. Colours to Taylor now, John.
Yes, a double Dutch if ever there were, and a Dutch double from Barney, double 8, ending a 1-3-6 checkout. Absolutely crucial. We saw 2 brilliant checkouts from Taylor when he really needed a 105, 135, but that one from Barney, from his point of view, just kept him going nicely, in touch with the power.
Well, Barney got to this position.
140.
Break off the throw, advantage to Taylor. That might be the reason. There's no panicky look on that face.
100.
And it's about as much sweat as you'd see on Rodin's carving of the Mona Lisa.
Coming downstairs.
139.
And you know, the feature of this game, apart from the fact that it's a very, very high standard, is that there's only been 3 breaks of throw in the whole game so far. And reminds me of the Peter Manley Rod Harrington game back in '99, and it was the same there. They just kept holding each other's throw, their own throw, and it just went on and on and on, and feature a really good contest.
Well, I had to have electrolyte drinks sent too. They were sweating like a pair of giraffes coming up to a Mirage water hole. These 2 looking amazingly good, Nick John. It's quite warm in here, but no one here as warm as that one was. Bull.
So 17 for tops, and another break if he gets it. This will hurt Barney.
42.
But Barney now has got to take out another 3-figure scores in. He's got to. He's got to.
The red bid to 60. Middle of the diddle, ominous for Taylor. Across the board, 14 inches, green bit.
17.
Bad miss. Could be a fatal miss.
Only required 40.
Yes, it was a miss in the 7th leg that gave Taylor his first breaker throw. Crucial it was. Now a miss in the 21st. Taylor down an inch, you feel, and in she goes, across the bit, into the big bit of the double.
Down an inch and across another lateral perfect inch. That was sensational manoeuvre of the metal with infinitesimal precision. Try saying that with a gun boil. Infinite precision. Still alive.
140.
Yes, the power of the Valiant. And Valiant, of course, spelt with an E because of the
59.
connection with Port Vale. So we'll let him off with the spelling there.
John Gwynn, Sporting Minutiae. This is your mastermind trophy. Loving it.
60.
Well, Phil Taylor started, but he didn't finish. That's it. And that's been Barney's trouble just twice. Started, but didn't finish when he was first to the double. And that's why it's 12-9 to Taylor, when in reality a fair score would be 11-10.
Try telling Taylor that. Here we go then. Sloppy dart, sloppity dop. Well, under stagger now. Both
60.
players on 50% double checkouts. That is really high quality. Brilliant, lovely, room for improvement. Anywhere he likes. Still a right-hand lie.
90.
Went for the cover. Number 18, the magic number. To make Taylor if he got there first. Match play champ 11 times. That's what he's looking for.
Yes, I mean, we've been coming here 17 years, so has Phil Taylor. And now looking for another maximum. That's his 8. And in all the years we've been coming, Sid, we've only seen him beaten half a dozen times. In all the games he's played on that stage since 1994. Of course, the most memorable was 8-1 by Peter Everson in 96. But five other players of Taylor on this stage.
Yes! 216 coming in to make it look a bit like a parade. Middle of the middle. That's what someone is. If he can get Cow Corner down there, that if he gets consistent down there. See, those flights are hardly any use. He's got to throw it perfect. Barney ain't doing so bad either, John.
Oh, unlucky there. He's banged in the 140s, 20. He's had 38 three-figure scores, 100 plus. He may be behind Taylor by 6 on the 180 stakes, but he's nothing to be ashamed of on the other scores.
60.
And the percentage checkouts are almost identical, but it's 13-9 to Taylor, and that 4-leg advantage is beginning, I think, to show.
43.
I think we're just beginning to see the pressure produce the cracks in Barney's game. Arrowheads everywhere.
Dead right, Johnny. But what a career Barney's had since the spring of '06 when he
96.
joined the PDC. 9 dart at Bournemouth. UK Open. Beat Taylor in the '07 World Final with a cracker. 3-0 down, then scored 21 80s. And beat Taylor in the deciding leg of the match. That's a nice line because he can get 120 more. Overcranked on the line.
97.
Finds the cover nicely. Barney with a lead of 29 plus these. Banging in the trebles for fun.
94.
So not all of them are welcome.
And the crowd taking a breath. For crying on, Taylor's race to victory. I don't know, that's a possible scenario.
134.
What a venue!
125.
Lenin's tomb meets the Milan Opera House. Here he goes then, this should be easy peasy putting in 5 for him, John.
105.
Well, it'll hurt Barney again. He's done this to Barney twice on a 105, on a 135, which was quite staggering. Treble 50, treble 19, and now then, treble 18 is a must. No, Barney can breathe again, and Taylor didn't like that. He knows he could have got the treble 18 and tops. He knows Barney can move into double figures himself. 13-10 if he can get the double 10, Sid.
Got to get this double 10. Yeah. Well, going back to that, what you said, Johnny, I bet you were marking in your school teaching days. Taylor, not the sort of people you had to put a little note on saying, see me.
Yeah, you're dead right. 180 lines. I'd have made him right.
140.
I will not fling bat. I will not fling bat. I will not. Here we go then. Here we go then. Taylor finding the red bits with precision. The lies possible to use the barrel. There's now 2 barrel lies to the right.
140.
Fabulous last dot.
Yeah, it was. And predictable. Just beginning to get a touch ragged, Barney. Just a touch ragged. Could do without that. He's got to break Taylor a couple of times in this match. 3-1 down in breaks of throw. Still only 4 in the entire game. And we're in the 24th leg.
140.
Excellent choice of words by John. Ragged. Needs a double shot rather. Desperately there. I thought it was the first word before the second. Treble 10 would leave double 16. Double 16 for 14-10 to the power.
14-10 to the power it is. And 10 to the power. How many times? Matters not. He's on his way surely to another match play title. 4 ahead, 4 away.
But still, coming there. Like a jet-propelled ice skater. The feet synchronized to the delivery of that mighty arm, honed on a lathe on a factory down a back street in Barneveld. And this is the delivery arm of an ex-postman.
100.
You're on. Piracy. Well, I wouldn't say Blackpool's on the high seas, John. I've never seen a wave out there higher than 6 inches.
Oh,
97.
come one January day when I'm doing a football match along the way, Sid, and you'll see the swell in the sea.
I'm the one in the anorak and the 3 scarves and the balaclava. Well, if Pirates had been like that when I was younger, I might have gone on the high seas.
Why would you require
Now,
121?
Barney ought to win this leg. Well,
There we go then.
62.
There we go. Taylor looking to punch out in this. Like a 180. 140. Oh, this is perfect. 180 on the cards. There's now a lie with the second dot that should be in the red bit.
100.
Oh, bad shot.
Why would you require
Well, I won't call that
59?
raggedness, but I will say imperfection. And now Barney, double top here for his 11th leg to go back within 3 of Taylor. Gets it. Yes, he looks at one with himself. Taylor's got the comfort of the 3-legger advantage. So that's 14-11 to the power. That's 5 sessions gone. How many more left? The next could be the last.
Sid Waddell and Johnny Quinn in Blackpool here at our final of the World Match Play. It's a brilliant game, but Ray van Barneveld of Holland has it all to do against England's Taylor, who leads 14-11 in the race to 8.
Yeah, in this magnificent setting, and they're all here, every single character you can imagine.
Well, if my mother was out there dressed in a fuzzy Viking hat, that sucker. They're hanging from the chandeliers. They're dripping from the walls. As Barney faces.
Thank you, ladies and
No
gentlemen.
cliche, John.
26
No
lads.
pale struggle.
First. Game on!
The green-hatted ones, the orange-shirted ones. But now this man in the blue and white shirt, just sensing possibly the final bend as he straightens out for the winning post. Or can Barney still find a kick and somehow give Taylor a fright?
You won't be surprised to know that John Quinn has got a horse. Hence, he knows everything about fetlocks and the gallops. Who's fetlock, dear fancy?
Hello, sailor.
I'm glad he's not pointing my boat outward over the Irish Sea.
53.
Few boats pushed out here. Welcome the clergy. This morning, you two.
There isn't a mass of folk really enjoying this fair, and what a final they put on. Never at any session have they averaged less than 100, and that's both players, both real top quality.
Kind of sermon do you think Phil will give if he wins? It won't be. Humility is the greatest of virtues. Here we go then. Taylor looking for 4 more. Barney trying to stop. Stoke charge. Nice dart. Second dart coming into the red bids.
100. Phil, you require 24.
So double 12 for Taylor for 15-11, and there it is, 13 darts.
Phil Taylor, 27th leg.
Only been broken once, Phil Taylor. The 20th leg of the match.
60.
And he knows that it's in his hands. How many times have we said that? 105.64, 8 180s, 56% checkout rate, 27 attempts, 15 hits. Brilliant.
Room to the right. Lovely cover shot. Peter there.
That's the second time that Barney's gone that way and hit a 177. Did it in the second leg of the match. He may be down on the maximums, but they're as good as.
Well, one had the feeling about 5 legs ago that Tiller might up the 106 average towards 111. Or even 115 he did earlier this week. Not really at top form, but you know he's not going to buckle. He's not going to dip below 106. So Barney being 102 says it all.
Yes, here we go again. Is this? No, he'll come down. And gets a 177 himself in the same leg that Barney got one. Puts him on 84, leaves him nice and handy. Now Barney, he got a 142 in his opening game. 2 treble 20s, double 11. We almost saw Taylor do it early doors, of course, in this match.
Here we go then. 16-11. 2 12s. Barney real pain, red bit. Across the board, the green bit at 6:15. Oh, hates it! Hates it! You think somebody has set his pants on fire? Hates it! One slip. Fat 18. Vital dart, this is the game. Tops.
Well, that dart tells me this, that Barney will not fade. Taylor knows it, got huge respect for him. I half expected that to drop, to dip into big 20. but it didn't. He kept his arms straight, his concentration perfect. That one dart said a heck of a lot about Raymond van Barneveld.
Well, since he had a bit of trouble, we won't go in now.
16.
And he took 2, well, oatcakes and Sid.
Well, I love oatcakes.
Well, what would he put me on as? Sid Pace.
91.
Here we go then. Sean Caliber is Barney. Missing the red bit. Finding the red bit. Left to it. Oh.
95.
Yeah, just kept that narrowest of hope alive, Barney. We've talked about the surge that great players have, how Barney could do with a magic 10 minutes now. A couple of 11 darters and a 12 darter would put him right back in the match, and you know he's capable of it. He's capable of it. How he could do with one now, perhaps. Oh, then, maybe this is the leg. Maybe this is the leg, Sid, where he gets one of those breakbacks he needs.
I like the fact his face is smooth as the white on the billiard table. There's no sweat. They are both tight up and fit. Vital visit this. Great start, great lie. Any way you like, right to left, son. Should have been used better, should have had the lie better.
100.
Only 100.
Well, he's only trailing by 29. He has a golden opportunity. Set it up, Barney. You've got to go for the treble 20. I know it's tough, but you've got to go for it. Leave yourself on that bogey.
Asked to go to the right-hand extreme corner.
60.
Yeah,
Went the right line, but didn't have the dip.
yeah, I meant Shanghai rather than bogey, but he would have left 120. Not out of this leg, Benny's, but how he could have done with the treble there. He really had to go for it.
Ooh. Ooh.
100.
Sensational! Shot of the match! The last 60! What an ask now. Oh. John 20 just lost its legs.
I remember John Part doing a 160 on Taylor in exactly these kind of circumstances, a sort of 16-14 score. He did it and went on. And now then 16 for tops here. Oh, Taylor hits the same part of tops as Barneveld did. And Barneveld double top last leg. And every chance in that one. But it was Taylor who finished in the end, and creeping now ever closer surely to another World Matchplay title.
About 130 average at the end of this third leg. He has now been on a plateau of 106. And to be honest, John, Barney had to push his up to about 108 to live with some of this shooting. And you've got a feeling that maybe the power could push his end average up to about 109.
Yes, it's perfectly possible if the power suddenly finds a surge. And there's a tendency for him to do that often towards the end of a game.
83.
The kind of, if you like, finishing straight final sprint. Not entirely written Barney off yet, but we've just seen one opportunity go, I feel, in that last leg.
2 trebles required here by the power. That's awful because it blocks the bed, comes to the green bit. Now this shot's impossible. This shot, well, it's gone back up, yeah. There was no way even he could get his hand traffic. Believe me.
105.
Paul would have left top, so 65 for Barney. Taylor can't check out here. 16-13, more than likely in a mo.
Oh, brilliant!
105.
See, pressure all the time, even though he's got a four-leg advantage. Barney wants the outer bull. Oh, wrong one. He wanted that 25.
Well, he chose to go that way, and now then, that's Barney.
Mr. Big Seven.
Yeah, I've never, you know, there's nothing wrong with treble 19, double 4. 50 he wants though, Taylor. 18 in fact now, leaves double 16, and Barney will have been punished.
Has come down the barrel. Again! Third time he has made the dart go sideways. I just yell not.
Sydney, going back to that 65, I don't see any players ever thinking of going treble 19, double 8. Single 19 leaves 46. It really does take a lot of pressure off. There's always a chance you'll hit the ball going for the 25.
Here we go then, with those slim, non-existent flights that let the next dart through. Taylor going for his 11th World Matchplay title and going like a ferret up a Trump's trousers.
Well,
100.
it now looks likely to be 18-12.
And the crowd are singing the 1812 overture. We'll wait to say that for 10 years.
There we 180 for Taylor, that's number 9 for him. 11 in the match altogether.
Gary Bristow, his men, gave him the darts 20 years ago and then got beat. Singing in Cockney baritone, the party's over. Think you're right, Eric.
57.
Only 57, but 217 between them, and Taylor now still urging himself on. He knows that winning post has yet to be passed. It's no good being within sight of it. You've still got to get there. 1, 2, 4 could do it, Sid.
For the match. And he's 11 title here in Blackpool. And John Gwynn, you think his horse, Gulf Punch, was 3 legs clear at your Toxina.
Treble 20 from Barney. Oh, the first bounce out of the match. The first one I can recall.
80.
The second only. The second I'm told, good authority. 64 for Phil Taylor for an 11th World Matchplay title at the Seaside. Sid.
Fat 16. Double thereof. Green bit.
Green bit it is. Phil Taylor in a magnificent final. Beats Raymond van Barneveld 18-12.
Good buddies. To continue John Gwynn's horse racing analogy, he knew, John, he was up against a thoroughbred.
Yes, a brilliant performance from Taylor. 105.16 his average. Barney in 3 figures as well. He played his part in one of the best finals on this stage.
Over to John McDonald for the presentation.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and now the presentation. Would you please welcome, on behalf of our title sponsors, StanJames.com, the Chief Executive, Mr. Dennis Kelly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, would you please firstly show your appreciation for our runner-up who receives £50,000. Ladies and gentlemen, Raymond van Barneveld. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the winner, receiving the magnificent trophy, ladies and gentlemen, £100,000. But most important of all, the title of StanJames.com World Match Play Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Phil the